Dr. Rajendra Singh needs no introduction. He's such a renowned personality himself. But as it is my job, I'll still briefly try to introduce him and actually try to curtail his entire work in few words that we can have. So he's popularly known as the Jal Purush. Dr. Rajendra Singh is a renowned river rejuvenator and an environmentalist. He is the founder and president of Tarun Bharat Sangh, established in 1975 in a village near Saraska Tiger Reserve. Dr. Singh has been awarded several national and international accolades, Raman Magsaysay Award, Jamnalal Bajaj Award, and the Nobel Prize for Water, the Stockholm Water Award in 20. In the list of the world's 50 people in 2008 who can save the planet Earth. He was also awarded the Ahimsa Award in 2018 from the House of Commons, United Kingdom, Earth Repair Award in 2019 from US Seattle, and Lifetime Achievement Award given by Z Digital in 2022. He has also been elected as the Fellow of the India's highest science body, the Indian National Science Academy in 2025. I would like to welcome you again, sir, to the dais. Thank you so much for joining us. And I would actually extend a privilege for Dr. Pradeep Burman to join Dr. Singh on the stage and take over the conversation from here. I don't believe in age shaming, but if you intend, everybody can. we can initiate a conversation, or we can ask the audience to take questions.
No, audience can ask, or I can just start. I like if I can discuss the Hindi, or if you want English, so I can. मैं सबसे पहले तो प्रदीप बर्मन जी को इस बात के लिए बधाई देता हूँ कि उनके मन में एक ऐसा भाव है कि हमारी अगली पीढ़ी इस नेचर को अपनी कल्चर में जोड़ के देखने लगे, और वो तभी संभव है जब हम अपनी विद्या को, अपने ज्ञानतंत्र को, अपने नॉलेज सिस्टम को नेचर के साथ रिलेट करके देखने लगते हैं। जब हम नेचर के साथ देखने लगते हैं अपनी कल्चर को, और कल्चर एंड नेचर, उन दोनों को जब हम इंटीग्रेट करके समझने लगते हैं, जानने लगते हैं, तब हम उस रास्ते पर जाते हैं जिसको प्रदीप बर्मन जी सस्टेनेबल एजुकेशन सिस्टम कहते हैं। ये जो सस्टेनेबल एजुकेशन सिस्टम है, ये भारत में था, लेकिन पिछले 200 सालों में वो सिस्टम टूट गया, बिखर गया, टुकड़े टुकड़े हो गए। कैसे था वो सिस्टम? भारत के प्रदीप बर्मन जैसे लोगों ने एक शब्द बनाया, भगवान। ये भगवान क्या है? ये भगवान जो है इस नेचर के साथ हमें इंटीग्रेट करके इस नेचर को और इस नेचर में हमें देखने का एक नज़रिया देता है। भैसे भूमि, गैसे गगन, वैसे वायु, से नैसे भेगे वे और न। तो ये जो भगवान शब्द है, ये हमारी विद्या का हिस्सा है। हमारी विद्या में जब हमें कुछ लर्निंग करनी होती थी, तो हमें कोई ऊपर से हमारे दिमाग को खाली मान के भरता नहीं था। हमारे दिमाग में हमारी जिज्ञासा को और हमारी जिजीविषा को बढ़ाता था। जो गुरु होता है वो हमारी जिजीविषा और जिज्ञासा उसको कुरेद के एक्टिवेट करता है, और उसमें से हमारी जो लर्निंग आती है वो हमें नेचर के करीब ले जाती है और कल्चर के भी करीब ले जाती है। इसलिए वो हमारे व्यवहार का हिस्सा बन जाती है। जब हमारी शिक्षा वैसी होगी तो हम सस्टेनेबिलिटी के रास्ते पर बहुत तेज़ी से मूव करने लगेंगे। बस, थैंक यू।
if you yes, water is the source of life. When the rockets were sent up to Mars, what did they say? How did life exist in Mars or not? So what did they search for? They searched for water. If there was water there, then must have been life there once. So water is the essence of all life. And that is what Dr. Rajendra Singh is working on. It has come from within that he must do something about water, but seeing the plight where we have changed from 100 years ago to now, where all ponds were there. In Bengal used to call this pukur, Manohar pukur, ye pukur, wo pukur. And water was the source of each village, that you could get fish from there, and it was a source of water for the plants. So this is what life is about, and that is what he's doing. What is happening today? Why am I working on sustainability? Because I feel that nature is really go down. And why is it going down? Because our population has come from 1 billion in 1800 to 8 billion. The land hasn't increased, but the resources are being used up. In America, then there would be require 5 planets for us to survive. Otherwise, we will not survive. So water is the most important thing besides air and other things that are there. Air is also being sullied by pollution and carbon dioxide, which is leading to climate change. And that is my mission, possible to bring the planet if I can. But it's a difficult task without everybody joining in. I alone cannot do it. It has to go through the political thing, and it has to go to the entire community that this has to be done. Because otherwise we are destroying nature and we are destroying our own houses. Whatever was our house, that is being destroyed, and you're allowing it to be destroyed. So it is up to the younger people to make a mark and insist, like Greta Thunberg. She made Fridays for Future. So one day of school was cut out to get all the school-going children together, that we must do something for ourselves. Nobody is doing it for you. That is what it is. So what I would say is that the youth has to do it because it is for themselves. Otherwise, the future will not be as good as we found it. It is becoming worse. So if you want to live in a worse situation, you have to blame us. Otherwise, you have to do something to create a better planet over here than when you found it. That is your job. Yes? And yes?
A little story of mine. I came from Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Maharashtra, and why I am at sustainability. Why? Because in my school there was someone called Nirmal Dada who have one child, one tree policy at my school, and that's how I got involved in the tree process, how the trees are developed. I was playing with the earthworms. I was having a natural fertilizers, right? For you both, I want to have that story from your end, how you become, like, for example, you're the founder of course, and you are very prestigious, Rajendra Singh sir. I want to ask you about your stories in this session, if you may. About the system, how you, what encouraged you?
Can you shorten your question? It
What
is so
encouraged-
long
okay.
that I can't remember the whole question.
Sorry. So sorry. What encouraged you to be in the sustainability space?
What?
Eh,
No, because I was, it's a long time. It's from the time I went to college. I
Yeah.
was on to sustainability, right from reading the book, which was The Silent Spring, which showed that DDT was destroying the earth, and it was not going away. It was entering into the cow's milk. It was entering into the human milk.
Right.
So that was the start of the whole thing. But after that, there was another book called Small is Beautiful by E.F. Schumacher that said, don't make biscuits in UK and send it down to Australia. You do locally and you eat locally. That is much better than sending it down to Australia and having the nice or nice biscuits send up to Britain. So that is the wrong thing to do as far as economy is concerned. We have all been taught right from a very young age to save. आपको सब चीज़ save करनी चाहिए. And Indians are used to saving. Indians are the largest savers in the world.
Yes.
But when I went to America, they said you must spend,
Right.
you must consume, and you must consume till you consume so much that you require another planet to meet you. So this was the difference. This was a different kind of economics that they were teaching, and that was known as Keynesian economics. That if you consume more, then there'll be more business, and that's how to do it. But that's not what I did. Then there was the most eye-opener was An Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore, because he brought everything down to science. It is not speculation. He showed that the emission of carbon dioxide is going to change the climate, and it was called at that time global warming. So that was the issue which brought the entire populace, especially the youngsters, on that global warming is going to destroy the planet eventually, and then that's what it's doing. Then there was the Club of Rome. Also someone had come from the Club of Rome. I don't know whether you heard of the Club of Rome. Anybody heard for the Club of Rome? Yes, Club of Rome got 100 scientists, philosophers, Nobel laureates, etc., to figure out where is the planet going and what is the future of the planet. So they came, the first thing that they said, that pollution will be the first thing that will hit the planet, and that's what it did. And you see the pollution if you're living in Delhi, that in winter what the solution is due to the rise in carbon dioxide, and it's settling on top, and the heat not escaping, it's causing global warming and climate change. That is why we are having extreme floods and extreme drought at the same time. You know, in Maharashtra, what is happening in the drought, and how many suicides farmers have committed. It is due to drought over there, and it never used to happen before. But the population has gone up so much that the Indian population with 140 crores is difficult for the resources to support that 140 crores. So we have to do something about it. Mobius Foundation is doing number 1, population stabilization, and number 2 is education. What is education to do with population? If you have a look at Kerala, Kerala has got the 100% literacy level, and there the population is not growing. So these are the two main objectives of Mobius Foundation. Of course, it's a question of sustainability of the entire planet that is the overall objective. But we can't concentrate on everything. He's concentrating on water. I'm concentrating on population as well as education. We are doing a 100-school program to educate tribals, rural areas in UP and Madhya Pradesh. For them, once they're educated, automatically then the population will come down. That's what we are doing. I hope I haven't taken too long to answer your questions.
Thank you.
Please, someone else? Out of time.
So I have
to be quick.
no, I'm very quick. So go for it. So you see, I was reflecting that with less resources at his command, he could rejuvenate. And if you see Government of India, and I was in government for around 35 years, I had more resources than him in the districts, more funds with me. But we got transferred after every 2 years. So, and we didn't have the courage to leave the job. He had the courage. He was also in a government job. He had the courage to leave the government job and work for the rejuvenation of water, and with less resources, with public mobilization, community work, he could do that. So the lesson to be learned here is that if you have to do something which he has done, then you have to move out of your comfort zone. At times, you may not realize that, but there is a lot of sacrifice behind that. That you leave a government job, go to the rural area, work there continuously. So that's the only message which I wanted to, the lesson which I have learned. Because I had more resources, 10 times more resources than him, to rejuvenate the water sanitation. But I couldn't do it. Because that courage to leave the government job and to continue was not there. So I highly compliment that. So that's the lesson which the younger generation.
Yes. Dr. Rajendra Singh. We have very little time. Questions for him.
So I've just made the statement. You want me to ask me, but
Thank you so much, sir. I have a question and I'll be really quick. Sir, like you said that education is the antidote to everything. So I'm an educator dealing with children, and what I have faced is that it is really becoming challenging to make those children empathize with nature. And I'll take one example, sir. Like we are talking about water. People who are facing water scarcity, they are the ones saving water in their minimum possible way. And the ones which are privileged still fail to do so. So, kuch aisa, we are looking forward. Even, sir, I would direct this thing like you were talking about breaking intergeneral barriers. So, making Gen Z empathize with this thing, I think is still a challenge that we face at school level. Is there something that we can do about it? Some intellect that you would like to share that would really help us, bringing that change in them?
थैंक यू. मैं जल्दी से, समय थोड़ा कम है, मैंने कैसे सस्टेनेबल एजुकेशन पाई. मेरा जो गुरु था वो अनपढ़ आदमी था. जब मैं भारत सरकार की नौकरी छोड़ के गांव में गया तो वो बीमार था, मैं डॉक्टर था, मैंने इलाज किया, ठीक हो गया. ठीक होने के बाद बोला तेरी दवाई भी नहीं चाहिए, पढ़ाई भी नहीं चाहिए, हमें तो पानी चाहिए. पानी, तुझे मेरे गांव में रहना है ना तो पानी का काम कर, नहीं तो गांव छोड़ के भाग जा. तो मैंने कहा काका, तब मेरी उम्र 26 साल हो गई थी. मैंने कहा काका मैं अब 26 साल का हो गया, अब मुझे पानी का डॉक्टर बनने में कितने साल लगेंगे? बोला 2 दिन लागेला. तो मांगू काका ने सर मेरी 2 दिन में 2 PhD कंप्लीट कराई. पहले दिन की जो पीएचडी थी वो मुझे एक कुएं के ऊपर ले गया, सूखा कुआं था, और चमड़े के चरस में बैठा के कुएं में नीचे डाल दिया, और 5 मिनट बाद निकाल के पूछा तने कहीं देखा रहा कुएं में? तो उस कुएं में जो फ्रैक्चर थे वो कन्फाइंड वर्टिकल फ्रैक्चर थे। तो मैंने कहा काका ये में तो सीधी सड़क है लोकल भाषा में। तो बोला देख अठा पेड़ कहीं अच्छे। तो जहाँ ऐसे कन्फाइंड वर्टिकल फ्रैक्चर होते हैं वहाँ लंबे पेड़ होते हैं और पेड़ों पर पत्ती होती है। उसने मुझे 25 कुएं दिखाए एक दिन में, सूखे कुएं। सूखे कुओं में डालता था, निकालता था और पूछता था, और उसने मुझे कह दिया था कि मेरे से सवाल मत पूछना, मेरा काम है तेरे से सवाल पूछना। जब तू मेरे सारे सवालों का जवाब ठीक दे देगा तब मैं समझ जाऊंगा कि तू जान गया। तो उसने दिन भर में 25 कुएं दिखा के मेरी, जब उसके सारे सवालों का जवाब ठीक मिल गया, बोला अब तू धरती का पेट सीख गया, अब तुझे पता चल गया कि सूरज की चोरी कहीं रुकेगी, अब तुझे पता चल गया कि तू डैम कहाँ बनावेगा, अब तुझे पता चल गया कि मटेरियल कैसे लावेगा। तो पहले दिन में मेरी पीएचडी थी जियो हाइड्रो साइंस में। कैसे हुई? सब धरती के पेट के जो फ्रैक्चर थे, एक्यूफर थे, रिचार्ज का जो सिस्टम था, एवोपरेशन को कैसे कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, पूरी चीज 25 कुएं दिखा के कर दी। तो मेरी पीएचडी का जो वैलिडेशन था ना वो 25 कुओं ने किया। 3 प्रोफेसर क्या है, आदमी का औरत से, औरत का आदमी से। इस प्यार में तो हम बहुत तेज जा रहे हैं, लेकिन प्रकृति का प्यार अब नहीं रहा। तो मेरा कहना यह है कि यदि हम सचमुच सस्टेनेबल एजुकेशन सिस्टम में जाना चाहते हैं तो हमें लव विद नेचर एंड रेस्पेक्ट विद नेचर अपनी लाइफ शुरू करनी पड़ेगी। जब बच्चे पानी का काम करने लगते हैं ना तो फटाफट सीख जाते हैं। तुम्हें मालूम है मैंने 50 सालों में, मुझे 50 साल हो गए काम करते हुए, 50 सालों में हमने 23 छोटी नदियों को जिंदा कर दिया। हमारे पास तो जैसा आपने कहा ना पैसा था और ना ज्ञान था, ज्ञान भी नहीं था हमें, लेकिन हमने जो लोगों के साथ रह के लोगों से सीखा, उसको प्रैक्टिस किया, और हमने जो साइट सिलेक्शन किया, फिर उसका काम का जो एग्जीक्यूशन किया, उसने वो सब मिट्टी बता दी। तुझे डैम बनाने में कौन सी मिट्टी काम में लेनी है, कौन सी पत्थर काम में लेना है। और जो गांव के लोग पानी के लिए बहुत झगड़ा करते हैं, तो जब हम ऊपर डैम बना रहे थे तो नीचे वाले नहीं बनने देते थे। तो फिर उस बूढ़े बाबा ने कहा कि तू एक काम कर, ये जो मना कर रहे हैं ना इनको सबको बुला ले यहाँ। तो उनको सबको बुला के दिखा कि ये जो तू डैम बना रहा है, इस डैम में केवल बारिश के दिन पानी रुकेगा, बारिश के बाद तो उसी के कुओं में जाना है नीचे, क्योंकि वहां पर कन्फाइंड वर्टिकल फ्रैक्चर थे, और कन्फाइंड वर्टिकल फ्रैक्चर के ऊपर जब पानी रुकता है ना तो नीचे जाता है धरती में, ना तो एवोपरेशन लॉस होता है और वो रिचार्ज करके प्यूरिफाई होके नीचे की तरफ कुओं में फ्लो करता है। तो बस यही साइट का जो सिलेक्शन है वो उसने नेचुरल तरीके से सिखा दिया। और इसमें जो मैंने इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्नोलॉजी और साइंस काम में ली, वो साइंस विद कॉमन सेंस थी, और जो टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग थी वो विद कॉन्शियसनेस एंड इक्वली कंसर्न टू द नेचर थी। तो जब आप साइंस में और टेक्नोलॉजी के और इंजीनियरिंग के इंटीग्रेशन में जाते हैं तो फिर जो आपकी साइंस है वो विद कॉमन सेंस हो जाती है, और फिर कम्युनिटी से, नेचर से, और उस साइंस में फिर आप देखते हैं कि कुछ बिगड़े नहीं, और टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग भी वही फिर सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ आपको लेके जाता है। इसलिए मेरा कहना यह है कि हमारे जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है, इस एजुकेशन सिस्टम में हमारी नेचर और कल्चर का जो इंटीग्रेशन है उसको ज़रा समझने की ज़रूरत है। माफ़ करना मैं कोई क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर रहा, पर पिछले 80 सालों की आज़ादी के बाद भारत सरकार ने आज तक भी कोई हमारा जियो कल्चरल मैप नहीं बनाया जिसमें हम एक जोन में जाके कह सकें कि मैं चित्तौड़गढ़ से आया हूं तो चित्तौड़गढ़ का मतलब क्या, वहाँ की कल्चर क्या है, वहाँ की नेचर क्या है, वहाँ के लोगों का व्यवहार क्या है, वहाँ के लोग मिट्टी और पानी को कैसे देखते हैं, ये सब नज़रिया हमारे सरकारों के मैपिंग में है ही नहीं। इसलिए जो भी हमारे डेवलपमेंट के डिज़ाइन हुए वो बहुत टेम्परेरी डिज़ाइन हैं, उनमें डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ विजडम है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ लोग हैं, हरियाली मिट्टी सब कुछ। इसलिए हमें अब यदि शिक्षा लेनी है जिसको भाई जी सस्टेनेबल एजुकेशन सिस्टम कहते हैं, उस सस्टेनेबल एजुकेशन सिस्टम में हम नेचर की जो सस्टेनेबिलिटी है और हमारी जो नीड है उन दोनों को जरा इंटीग्रेट करके बिगाड़ ना करें। ठीक है, आपके सवाल का जवाब मिल गया कि नहीं? चलिए बहुत बढ़िया। और कोई सवाल? टाइम है ना?
हम कह रहे हैं कि हम अंग्रेजी में बोलते हैं। What I'm saying is that you have to educate, learn by doing.
Yes.
And that is what we have. One of our NGOs, he teaches the children by doing. So what is it called? It's called the Green Campus School. Now what does he do in the Green Campus School? He puts compost, he puts sun, he puts water harvesting, and all the children know what is water harvesting, all the children know what is compost, and all the children know what is solar energy. So unless they can feel, then there's another thing. There is what is called the butterfly garden. Now then that they learn about nature, how important nature is. So these are things which you learn by doing, and you have to do it. And it has to be in school to do it. You can't do it in an urban school. So you have to do it. And then you will learn, and you will actually do it and make a difference in all our lives. Okay.
Thank you.
Please talk to him during tea so that we can wrap up this session and we can all enjoy a cup of tea with the rain, I am assuming it's raining outside. सर आपने बड़ी खूबसूरती से प्रकृति और संस्कृति को जोड़ा, सोसाइटी और साइंस को जोड़ने की बात करी, तो उसके लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. And we were talking of water, and we say water is the essence of life, and water is a transformative agent. In geography, water is a transformative agent to modify geology, geomorphology and geography. Leaders like Dr. Singh and Dr. Burman himself are the transformative agents for social change. So we should all take inspiration from them, and for that let's have a huge round of applause. Can I please request Dr. Burman to now felicitate Dr. Singh, and can I call upon the memento for that? We also have a very beautiful painting to felicitate Dr. Singh.
For my calendar. I think McDonald. Richard. You must have seen my calendar, and you must have seen it. So that was specially commissioned by me to make it.
Thank you once again, Dr. Singh and Dr. Burman, for joining us on stage. And thank you everyone for being a lovely audience for the Sustainability Samvad. I would request all of you to kindly enjoy your tea outside in the Charminar area. And after that, come back for sessions to the Stain Auditorium at, I think, 5:15. Thank you so much.